2022. So I just wanted to start out. Main cards out are the Queen of Swords as well as the King of Cups. And we also have the Two of Wands. And then we've got, sorry, I know they're kind of covered here, but I'm trying to do that for a reason because I'm limited space. Anyway, we also have the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. We have some amazing energy here. And I just want to say the direction that you're moving in here for what's coming up is the Star and the Six of Wands. So this is not so much for this month, but this is the direction you're headed in. The energy of that you've just crossed through would be the Ten of Swords as well as the Empress. So I really feel like you have been through the ringer and there's been some real challenges for you this month. We also have sort of, again, further out, these all sort of fell together. This was, you know, ending a cycle of Five of Pentacles, moving into the Page of Pentacles. You have a lot to look forward to in what's coming up here for you. Again, I'm just going to put some of these cards together because I'm just running out of space. Okay, so again, I'll just go through the main cards that are out here, and then I will do just a rough summary of things, and then I'll flesh it out here as we go along further. So what I'm seeing here is this month, there's a lot of people in this reading here. So what I'm going to say is you could be definitely dealing with some air signs. There's a lot of indicators that, you know, you might be getting some advice from somebody who is actually quite well off here because we've got a King of Pentacles. But there's also another aspect to this, which I feel you yourself are kind of moving in toward. But right now, you are starting out with the Queen of Swords and as well the Ace of Cups. So I feel like, again, because there's a lot of people in this reading, and I'm actually just going to take the Star and the Six of Wands away for the minute, just because that is the main energy that you're moving into. But the energies are very, very positive. So what I'm seeing here is I feel like you've come out of an incredibly hard cycle. And that, as I say, is the energy because we have the Ten of Swords that was out there. But the Queen of Swords really speaks to, again, you could be dealing with an air sign here, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Sorry, but I still feel, and you know, I just feel like you're dealing with things in a very direct way. However, even though communication may be a little bit challenging here with that Queen of Swords, she is somebody who's still quite direct. So again, whether this is your energy or someone around you, it just feels like there might be some kind of new start that you're trying to open up to with that Queen of Swords. So again, this could be an air sign around you that you're trying to consider moving into a new start, or you want to make an offering to with the Ace of Cups. So whether this is an old relationship or somebody that you know, currently, but this is definitely sort of a Libra energy here also, but it definitely speaks to some kind of connection that you would like to have some kind of second chance with in terms of, you know, offering. And I think that that's what's going to happen here. I do feel like you will have that opportunity. So where you are right now, again, with that Queen of Swords is, you know, somebody who's looking for truth and wisdom and honesty and, you know, really somebody who's quite independent and on their own. So this may be you or another person in your atmosphere. Again, this could be a Libra or another or a Gemini or anybody who's kind of air sign oriented, because that seems to be, I see it here in a couple of spaces. But I do feel like this is somebody who is very clever and intelligent as well that you're dealing with. But again, there's some kind of aspect of, you know, having been a little distant in a particular relationship. So maybe there were some heavy boundaries around a particular relationship or something like that. But that I feel is going to change because it is followed here by the Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups is a generous offering. This is a new start. This is definitely something, as I say, I feel like this is, I don't feel like it's somebody new necessarily coming in, although it could be for some of you. I see aces generally as you know, some kind of really significant, and it's just the one there that I see, but some kind of significant emotional change for you that's going to open up your doors here, because you've got a lot of cups coming in here. So there's a lot of emotional aspects to the month of December, and I do feel like it's all much more positive than it has been. So again, even with the King of Cups, this is still somebody who is very, lots of energy around intuitive connections. And maybe this is intuitive connections with people that you know here as well. But I also feel you are very intuitive and you're really embodying a sense of personal power and growth and strength and commitment, and energy and positivity in this month, because you do have a lot of conclusive cards. And again, because I ran out of room here, I did show you the initial cards of the Ten of Swords. That cycle is over, and it's even further connected here with the World, as that cycle is over. So whatever the end that you had, with all of the hardships and all of that, it's really brought you to a place of, emotional fulfillment here. There is lessons for sure, but you have some kind of new healing that is allowing you for some kind of emotional beginning in your relationships, is what I would say. Because there's, again, a lot of people in this reading here. And I think when you have this sense of inner peace, this is a place where your friends and family start to come out here. Excuse me. And I do feel like this is where the growth is coming because of your, maybe even for some of you, clairvoyant kind of abilities are coming through there. But as I say, I just feel like there's a lot of very positive energy that has come out of this. So moving into the King of Cups energy, and again, they're really strong, mature energy. So I do feel like you are, intuitively much more mature than you have been. And certainly for some of you, you could also be dealing with some very mature energies here as well. But I do feel like this, and definitely Cancer sign coming through, of course, with that Queen of Cups energy there also. But I feel like there's just a lot of good health and nurturing and compassionate connections. And I feel like strong intuition. I feel like you're really in a place of much more serenity. And it does kind of bring about a feeling of emotional healing, all of that sort of, again, because there's so much energy around cups here. So I feel like you have a lot of emotional advancement here in some way because you're healing. And I feel like it's, whatever you've been going through has been around that area. And again, with that, we had the King of Cups up here as well. Lots of maturity, a lot of artistic ideas coming through, intuitively creative, passionate sort of energies. You might be bringing in more people into your life that you are more passionately connected to or have been. As I say, I mean, for some of you, this is returning to a relationship, or again, reconnecting with somebody here, but it's all very positive on the basis that I see. But there's so much water energy here that, and again, Scorpio could be present here also, but this is wisdom that comes from the gifts of intuition. So, and again, there is some grounded energy further out here as well with that King of Pentacles. But even going back to the Queen of Cups, like that is still all energy around very compassionate connections and a lot more emotional communication is what I would say too. So whether there is a gift that's kind of coming in here as well with that Ace of Cups, there could be a gift that's also coming through from an air sign. But I feel like it's an emotional gesture of some sort either way. But again, Queen of Cups is just, it's all very water energy and just feels like you are going to be feeling a lot more centered here as the month progresses. Lots of healing quality. And again, it's like that with all of the kings and the queens sort of energy here, and even with the King of Pentacles, I just feel like you yourself could be very talented even on a psychic level. And again, you do have the focus, but this is, again, it's you're balancing out some other energies here even in the practical sense. But once you kind of get through your healing, I feel like that helps you to better offer some balance in the world to other people as well. So either way, I just feel like there's a lot of energy around emotions and, faithfulness and that kind of thing, and trust and what wisdom, pearls of wisdom, all of that sort of comes through. Really potent, mature energies here, as I said. So, but creatively, I feel like you're really operating from, that emotional space as well. And I feel like you could be, really providing some, some momentum in that, from that area, because again, we've got the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands means you're definitely moving in a particular direction that is offering you some sense of growth and expansion. Threes are about creativity here as well. But I just feel like you have a lot of fair, balanced sort of energy here. And again, the Three of Wands, it's beyond the Two of Wands. So, I mean, it definitely feels like you're in a place where you have advance beyond that first doorway. You're past the doorway, and this is, you're even a little further beyond that partial success, and now this is where you're kind of actively waiting for something. So I feel like expansion and growth takes place here, but I feel like you're even taking on some sense of a leadership quality or a leadership role. Whether you're aware of it or not, there is just too much mature energy here out that speaks to me in that, in that vein there. So, but I feel like you're really focused on your future goals, because the energy around this is all wisdom, strength, grounding, compassion, intuition, really looking forward, and definitely has, a real wise, intuitive nature, like I say, and creative nature that you're relying on, but you're definitely keeping your eyes on future goals. So I feel like you will be, as I say, further down the road here, taking more of a leadership quality or leadership role in the future. So again, we also have the King of Pentacles. That definitely could speak to, somebody that's coming in to aid you in some way, that has some stability or prosperity, luck in business, that kind of thing, or seems to be quite, self-determined and all of that. But I feel like you are also those qualities, or embodying that, because there's just so much energy here around strong, mature minded, responsible qualities, protectors, people that are, people that you can rely on in a tough situation, sort of rocks of wisdom, and, people that are constantly looking for security, people that are constantly looking to, learn more. That's what these energies are. These are people that are learning as they grow. They're not, they're not stagnant. This is energy that continues to mold and create. And again, this is people that are interested in success and maturity, and they really want to have control of their emotions here as well. Even though you are building from a place of emotion, I still feel like this is more of an enterprising, stable, secure energy, and it's that you have what it takes, to make something happen. This is really competent energy. And again, even with that King of Pentacles, I mean, that, you know, it does speak to, needing to be a little flexible here, because again, we've got that Two of Pentacles energy and the World, but I feel like that you're drawn, prosperity is drawn to you. I feel like you have energy that is drawing attention, that is around money. I feel like you have that capability to draw people to you that help you to, grow or advance in some way. Again, the Two of Pentacles is somebody who is quite competent in the way that they're juggling their finances. So I do feel like the King of Pentacles is still about, trying to figure out, how you've got a lot on your plate to deal with right now, is what I would say in the month of December. I feel like you're trying to still work around how to, best, best use your time and energy, that kind of thing. I feel like you have success in many areas here, but as I say, most of it is growth and advancement, but it's still a lot of hard work ahead here, because the energies are that you're sitting in a lot of mature energy, and mature people keep moving forward. They're always looking for, ways to attract abundance, ways to, build on the resources, ways to, give back to the world. There's more of a compassionate sort of energy around that. I feel like there's probably gift giving and those kinds of things, but there's progress for sure and achievement in this energy. So as I say, I just feel like there's a lot of focus around, really being in control of your future. The King of Cups, as I say, next to the Knight of Swords. Knight is all about taking action and, making some swift moves here. So I still feel with the King of Cups, you are doing it from a very intuitive basis. But again, with that Knight of Swords, I feel like you're making some swift moves to advance yourself. And again, it's next to the Three of Wands. So it's in the direction of your goals or your future here. So I do feel like there's some momentum. and I don't feel like you're being shrewd really about it, because the Knight of Swords is around so many positive, compassionate, gentle energies here. It's just a very balanced kind of energy. And again, I don't feel like you have any fear of what's ahead of you here, because I feel like you're making some wise choices and you're doing it from places of not just bravery, but, you know, the momentum is caused from, you know, your action is really about strong, uh, grounded choices. And again, you're really following your intuition on your moves. So this is really a passionate and exciting time for you. And again, even in terms of a relationship, there is something here that is coming forward that looks like there's a second chance at something, or a new relationship for some of you. But again, there's still energy in around, um, you know, moving something ahead in a positive way, optimistically. Again, this could be in around a child energy as well, but there's definitely something that you're more passionate about. Could be something from your past as well. But with the Three of Wands, either way, I just feel like you're able to communicate your new ideas and explore. It feels like you're really interested in exploring, again, with that Three of Wands. So I just feel like you're a really capable kind of person, and that there is some rapid movement, even in terms of your emotions. I feel like you've really, you know, because there's wisdom here with the Queen of Swords and strong intellect, and again, strong emotional cards here with the King of Cups as well as the King of Swords. I just feel like the rapid development has been in terms of your communication and your emotions. Your emotions have really developed in quite a significant way here. I feel like you're really clever and capable in a lot of respects, and certainly, again, I just feel like there's a lot of positivity coming through here. So there's some new ideas, there's some changes that are coming up ahead here for you. The energy you're in, though, again, is the main cards out, which is the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So this is all energy about relying on your intellect, your emotions, your compassion, your connections to people as well. You have a really strong, supportive, connective base. And as well with the Queen of Cups and again, King of Pentacles, really grounded energy, very self-sufficient kind of energy. And again, very mature. So I feel like you have really, you've really developed your truth and your wisdom and your compassion, and you're doing it from a place from the heart. So you're changing your belief systems based on your emotional, you know, intuitive sort of inklings, right? This is again still interested in exploring, but your explorations are done in a very, as I say, intuitive, but a very practical way. You're still staying very balanced in the way you move forward here in the month of December. There is some swift changes, like I say, in terms of your emotions. I feel like that's where a lot of the development has come. But I do still feel like you've got, you're ready for progress here. Definitely ready for progress in the month of December. Still waiting on something here, though, with that Three of Wands. And maybe that's still waiting on the ability to really transform some of the emotions and the learn what you've learned, trying to move that ahead, because it looks like there's been a lot of emotional growth here. But again, you're at the place here now further out into December where it's Queen of Cups and the World card. The World card is a victory card. So you've really been transformed in a really successful way. And again, with that World card, that's the end cycle. So it's been something that's been quite positive. This is an achievement of some sort that you have reached in the month of December. And I feel like you are able to grow here in the coming months with a lot more clarity, less confusion. I feel like you have a better understanding of how you're moving ahead and this can represent sort of a one-year time cycle as well. So this might be a little further out, as I say, into the new year for sure. But I do feel like there's victories ahead, and this is a successful end. So whatever the development emotionally that you've needed to mature yourself in some way, that's provided some grounded energy and some mature choices, I feel like you will be able to make better decisions now with all of that spiritual understanding. And certainly it's just a really strong connection to yourself and a healthy spiritual connection as well. So again, that could stand a little further out here with the World energy. Could be somebody that you're also meeting here in the future, in the year's time frame. But the World definitely has a card of you know, harmony, sorry, and uh, you know, more enjoyment anyway, further out coming in. So as I say, older and wiser is kind of where all those cards fall into. Into the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, definitely a card of success, as I said. And with that Two of Pentacles, I feel like you're getting a second chance as well to develop some skills in around, you know, with the Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, I feel like you're able to develop, you know, you're able to juggle a lot of things at once. But I also feel like you're skill building. This is about still being careful with your finances and that kind of thing, but it is about getting a second chance at something. So you're still keeping an eye on your budget and all of that, but you're getting a second chance to sort of be in this energy again of the King of Pentacles. So I feel like you are still pretty strongly moving ahead, not only because we had the Page of Pentacles further out, which I will also bring that one forward, but again, that King of Pentacles is still the energy of you have what it takes to compete. You have what it takes to be competent. You have determination. You have security. You are more of a protector in nature, you know, especially with a lot of the energy here. And you do it from a very compassionate part of yourself. I do feel like you are a very responsible person. And I feel like you are the person that people can lean on in tough times, especially in terms of emotions. So again, I feel like there's a real sort of skilled nature here with the King of Pentacles. And even though you are still sort of building on that with the Two of Pentacles, I feel like there's a lot still coming through. Okay, so back into, I'll go into the other cards here again. I'll just put them alongside here. This is just to wrap it up. So again, the main energies around this month is one of emotional healing with the Star. Certainly the Star card has a lot of other factors involved there too. I mean, it is something that tells you you also have the ability to kind of stand out as well. Star energy really is somebody who is quite charismatic, I would say, and this is something about wishes being fulfilled. So on some level, maybe there's an emotional connection to somebody or people in your life that you are able to reconnect with. And that is allowing you some sense of hope and inner peace. But there's also a sense that if you follow your dreams, your wishes will also be granted, and especially because it's right beside the Six of Wands. So whatever your energy you're starting here in this month, you will have some really inspiring creative moments and definitely a sense of renewal. And as I say, wishes granted, but it's definitely creativity and a lot of wisdom here. Again, Aquarius might be present here as well, but this speaks to, you know, really being able to fill yourself up emotionally and really conquer things in a really from your, you know, from using this mature energy and all of the lessons, hard lessons that you've learned. Six of Wands is very victorious. So there's something that you, whatever energy you're starting out with in this month, if you carry on with it, you will actually have some very strong victories. And again, anytime there's a conclusion to, you know, an aspect of our lives, there is more challenges ahead. But you're coming from a place now where you can trust your intuition. I feel you are feeling like you can trust your intuition more up ahead. And so this is allowing you that sense of, you know, I can do what I need to do now. I know who I am. I have a better sense. I'm connected to, you know, to myself and my environment. I know who's in my corner. It's that kind of feeling. So again, you know, Six of Wands is somebody who is willing to kind of map out, you know, your potential risks and your challenges. And I feel like you have a lot of support, as I said, because the victories and achievements come from connections a lot of times too. And I do feel like you will get through whatever it is that you're putting your mind to, because again, you're using your wisdom and you're putting in the hard work. You don't mind putting in the hard work because there's a lot of pride and accomplishment, especially coming through with kings and queens. There's a lot of pride and accomplishment with the type of qualities that you're projecting in this month. You know, you definitely, as I said, have the ability to overcome any obstacles. You just need to hang in there, get through the healing process, which is kind of the predominant energy of this month. And then what's up ahead here is Page of Pentacles. And this is, you know, coming out of the lack mindset of the Five of Pentacles. This Five of Pentacles is that insecurity. That's the place that you were sitting in. That's the place where you didn't feel like you were enough, where your abundance wasn't there. You didn't feel like you were capable of handling something. You know, it's that energy of never feeling like you have the resistance to, you know, to build from anything because you're not incurring, you're just accruing debt, or how do I say, you're just accruing debt and, you know, not really, there's too much worry. There's too much financial worry, too much anxiety, too much stress in this energy. This is all about, you know, feeling a little more isolated, like you're not a part of something. There's a lot of fear and uncertainty that comes around, it goes around that Five of Pentacles. But right around the corner. Here it is, the new start, the Page of Pentacles. This is where you're headed. And again, you have so many empowering qualities. I don't think you realize just how much energy that you have to push through with strong momentum. Page of Pentacles is definitely speaking to something opening up here for you in terms of a new enterprise, a new job. For some of you, it could be going back to school here as well. It really does embody a lot of different things, but it's also about faithful friends and, you know, having some focus on your practical matters. So again, studies is a big part of that. And certainly anything that deals with anything of a practical nature and lessons that sort of fall around your like a practical part of your life. Anything that gives you, like anything around your security or what you feel gives you security is really what you're focused on here. And this is where that doorway is opening up. So I feel like you've got some pathway through now. Page of Pentacles, like I said, the energy you're in is the Three of Wands. So you're about to move forward with something that is revolving around finances and growth and stability. But you are flourishing and you have made some real progress and you have made some amazing moves in your month here, or actually over the course of the months. But overall, the energy you're standing in right now is one of wisdom, compassion, operating from the heart, willing to give and take. And again, you're ready for some new connections and opening that door because you've got the Ace of Cups and you're moving ahead strongly with determination. And I don't feel like you're afraid now because there is a real sense of I'm curious and I'm ready to start into a new phase in my life. And I feel like I'm empowered by a lot of the, you know, intuitive wisdom that's come through for me. And I feel like you also have, like I say, there's a real mature energy around you. And this is the place that you came out of, you know, the Ten of Swords as well as the Empress. I feel like it was heartbreak. I feel like somehow, you know, you didn't feel like you were abundant. You didn't feel like you had a lot of things going in your corner here. But again, the World card is letting you know you're out of that phase now. You are in a place where you actually have some balance here this month. And again, most of the cards that are coming out, there's a lot of people around you supporting you. We've got the kings, we've got the queens. There's so many kings and queens here. There's a lot of people that are coming through in the month of December. And again, lots of mature energy. So I really feel like you have some leadership qualities that you're going to be relying on here to advance yourself. So just to almost wrap it up here, just wanted to go through just a couple of quick things here again. Still with that Queen of Cups energy, like I said, I feel like there is some real personal growth here, and I do feel like you are a very traditional kind of person, and I definitely feel Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio kind of comes to mind there, but I do feel like you are nurturing yourself more. I feel you're more compassionate to yourself and to others, and I do feel like you have a strong emotional, sensitive quality, you know, that you're operating from, and I do feel that you also have some new emotional experiences that are coming in for you. So I don't feel like you were blocked emotionally in any way in this month. I feel like you have a powerful impact on people, and I feel that you have a real take charge kind of energy. And as I say, very mature energy that's coming through here and acting from some very strong, wise paths. And I just feel like you have a real healing quality about yourself as well as, you know, what you've been going through yourself. So anyway, I'll wrap it up there, Cancer. That's what I have for you for the month of December. I'll do some other readings further out, but what an amazing energy, leadership qualities, and definitely healing. You're about ready to move into a particular direction in your life that is going to advance now. And you're very optimistic, and you're definitely making some moves here, some changes. And I feel like there's even some kind of an emotional love connection for some of you, and for others, as I say, it's a reconnection here. Still might be a little bit distant here at the beginning of, you know, beginning couple of weeks or whatever of December, but I feel like there's an offer that wants to be made here. Somebody's trying to reach out. But either way, that's what I have for you, Cancer, and that is for the month of December 2022. Keep moving forward, never give up. Merry Christmas to all as well for those that are celebrating. And we'll look forward to the next reading for the month of January 2023 for you.